Hi there, folks. Welcome to day 27 of the Harry Potter Challenge here at Critical Cousins. We've got a special guest here. This is a cousin of Matt's and a brother of mine. This is Zach. Zach, say hi to the nice people.
You may remember him from our Finding Dory review.
Exactly. This is attempt number 2 at recording this, because the first time we recorded it, I didn't turn the mic on. So, day 27, our theme for today is favorite Harry Potter movie.
Favorite Harry Potter movie.
It's a big day.
This is a very big day.
It is a big day. Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
You want me to go first?
Since you, are very confident in your choice.
I feel like I'm the only one with an official choice. Both of these guys are like, well, I kind of like this one. I have an official choice. Chamber of Secrets is my favorite Harry Potter movie. Because this is one of the first 2 Harry Potter movies. This is a Chris Columbus Harry Potter movie, and in recent years, Chris Columbus has done Pixels and stuff like that. But back in the day, he did Goonies and he did Home Alone, and he did these classic kids movies. And this was a time when people knew how to do kids movies. It felt like they were made by kids, and I feel like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets very much has that feel to it, where it's these kids are on their own and in charge of this adventure. And I really love that feeling of it. In comparison to the books as well, I feel like this is the only Harry Potter movie that actually is a match, if not slightly better, than the book it's based on.
Which is complete sacrilege, and we hate him for it.
I'm sorry that I feel that way, but I do. Because sometimes the books are a little cartoony. We talked about Umbridge in the books being a little too much,
over the top.
A little over the top, whereas, when Imelda Staunton came in, and her performance was grounded, but still insane,
yes,
and still kind of cartoony, but in a great way.
Perfect.
Exactly. Kenneth Branagh is the exact same way.
He is amazing.
Gilderoy Lockhart. He is a perfect Gilderoy Lockhart. He is so funny and cheesy and over the top while still being believable as an actual person.
Which is the saddest part.
Oh, it's so sad that you can absolutely see that guy existing who gives his students autographs. He's insane.
Unleashes a bunch of pixies into the room.
Into the classroom.
And then leaves and says, "Clean it up!"
Yeah, have fun. The first thing all those pixies do, beat up Neville.
Yeah.
It's so sad. This is, because it's the second movie, you notice with the first movie that the kids they're getting used to the idea of a movie set. You can kind of tell when they're trying to remember lines and stuff like that. They're still good, particularly Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint is still great.
We've all kind of decided Rupert Grint is the best actor of the 3, especially as little kids.
Yes. In the first 3 movies, he is easily the best actor.
He's carrying it. He's just very expressive and very natural.
Yes.
Whereas you could tell Daniel Radcliffe is a little uncomfortable, and Emma Watson kind of needed to warm up to it as well. And they all become great by the end, obviously.
Yes.
But Rupert Grint was definitely the strongest at the start. And but with this second movie, all the kids seem a little more comfortable. They're having a little more fun, and they're more used to the idea of a movie set. So
yes,
it's everybody kind of says that it's like the first movie. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, is this the first movie again? But to me, it's like an improvement on the first movie. Like, yes, it's another mystery. It's which they all are, kind of.
Every Harry Potter movie has some kind of mystery.
Yeah, which is, that's what they are. That's there's no problem with that. But a lot of people say that they're too similar. But I like it. I really like the classical kind of feel of the first 2 movies. When you get to the third movie, Alfonso Cuarón just breaks loose, and it's just insane in how just over the top artistic it is. And then 4 through 7, they kind of found that balance between the 2 styles. But I like that kind of Spielbergian classical kind of feeling of the first 2. And the CG is way better.
The CG in the first one is not good.
The CG in the first one doesn't really hold up. And the CG in the most recent ones don't really hold up. I'm sorry, but Dobby somehow looks infinitely better in 2002 than he did in 2011. I don't know how that's possible.
But that's like a fact. You can't dispute. Dobby looks significantly better in the second one.
People have said, I guess, because during that time, like, you know, the 90s through the early 2000s, it was like there was more time spent on CG and stuff like that. That's why Smeagol looks so great and why Jurassic Park still holds up, because, you know, everybody was working on that, whereas now we just kind of ship it overseas and to see what happens, and we screw over visual effects companies nowadays and stuff, so it's like, why put in effort? So I think that might be part of the problem, is it's just speedily done now. Anyway, I think I've covered pretty much everything. I love that movie. It makes me feel like a kid again when I watch it. So I have a great time watching it. Yeah. I also really love 7 Part 1 and 2 as well. That would easily be second for me.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Yeah.
All right, Zachary.
Alright. So my pick is one of the more popular ones. It's the one right after his. It's Prisoner of Azkaban. And the reason I really love this movie is because of just how much it changed everything. Like, the first 2 were great kids' movies and had that Spielberg-y kind of feel. And then Alfonso Cuarón just, like, went in and just changed everything up.
It's like the sharpest left turn in a movie ever. Like, it's in a franchise ever. It's so great.
Yeah. And I think it was really perfect to do it at that time, too, because, you know, in the books, too, like, the subject matter is starting to get darker and, like, the kids are getting older, this is getting to be a little more serious. It's still, like, a kid's movie, and it's still great in that aspect, too, but it's, you know, it's aging with the audience, essentially.
Yeah. It's aging with the audience, literally and in tone.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's funny to be... To try and remember what it was like to go to the theater then. I think we did see this in theater, but I just don't have a very big memory of seeing it in theater. But I mean, it would be funny to just see people's reactions to just how different it is. I mean, we go from, you know, like, oh, there's a mystery and we're kids and we're having a good time. Oh, it's kind of scary, but it's still safe, you know, it's still fun. And then season 3 is like, here's Jamaican shrunken heads that are talking, and it's like, it's just completely insane. Like, it just goes so far off the rails. Here's an entire scene devoted to following a CG bird fly through the campus
and get smashed by the Whomping Willow.
And that's it. Like, just like weird transitions between each scene and stuff like that. Like, that was all Cuarón. That's him all over. And even like the lighting and stuff, like, it looks like Children of Men. Like, it looks like a Cuarón movie. I'm sorry for butchering the pronunciation of his last name. I still don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
It's okay.
I just kind of mesh the vowels and there's Cuarón.
Yeah. Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, Alfonso Cuarón. Yeah, but no, Alfonso. Let's call him Alfie.
Yeah,
our old buddy Alfie, Alfred. But anyway, yeah, it is just so different. And again, the kids are getting even better at acting. And
Yeah.
You get some Daniel Radcliffe yelling in there. You get the first angsty Harry rant.
And you get...
I'm gonna kill him! It's so great.
You get Expecto Patronum!
Yeah. You get Lupin. Lupin's great. Finally, and David Thewlis is amazing as Lupin. And
Lupin Sirius.
Emma Thompson.
Chilani,
oh, man. So over the top. It's absurd.
It's great.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
The Grim.
The Grim. Yeah, you gotta be like all the way in there.
You even get a little glimpse of Charlie Weasley.
Yeah. It's the only movie with Charlie in it.
You would even know he existed. That's the only way.
They mention him in the first one.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure, because, I mean, it's his... He takes Norbert.
He likes dragons. Yeah.
That's all that Charlie's good for.
What about your pick, Mr. Madden?
Well, so... It's a tough choice. I really like 7 parts 1 and 2. I really like 6. 6 is a ton of fun. I love 3. But I'm gonna go with the Sorcerer's Stone. I can go with the first one.
Hey.
So imagine that we picked the first 3 movies.
That's hilarious. No offense to the later movies. They're still good.
They're still
4 and 5 are iffy. 6 is just so funny that you can't really have anything against it, even though, again, adaptation-wise, it's kind of iffy.
After 3, it just is too hard to make them good adaptations.
They're all like 1,000,000 pages long.
After book 3, I think the shortest one is in the 600-page range. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little absurd.
But, okay, so the first movie is it's a little, it is a lot like Chamber of Secrets, but it's a little different. It has a special quality to it that I don't feel like any of the other ones have, and it's this sense of discovery and such a good sense of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Because after the first one, magic is just taken for granted. They don't shoot the magic like it's something completely new and amazing.
That's true. They get used to it really quickly.
Yeah.
It's true. Every time they do something, they should be amazed.
And in the first one, they are amazed every time there's a piece of magic done.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it so much. It's the best. I mean, it is the most geared towards kids, and it is the best one for kids.
Sure.
It is a little long, but it is great the whole way through. It has a good.
That's what I love about these movies. They're all like they're all the length of Pulp Fiction. They're all 2.5 hours long, and yet somehow you don't get bored.
No.
Like, it doesn't slow down.
You don't get bored in any
because
of them.
there's so much stuff they have to get through. Because there's so
That's
much of the
true.
book that you're just like having to pay attention. You're overstimulated the whole time.
Yeah,
But
and honestly, I think the first one is one of the longer ones.
I think it might be. I think it's a little above 2.5, maybe.
And-
I'll have to check that.
You know, it's great. I wouldn't have cut anything from it. I think it's. I mean, you think that
But we're Harry Potter fans. We wouldn't cut anything from these movies. We make extended editions.
Yes. where's our Lord of the Rings style 5-hour extended editions?
Dudes, get on it, David Yates. Come on, man. We know you're out there. Do us a favor.
But I mean, you think that Sorcerer's Stone, that Chamber of Secrets is like the best adapted one, but I feel like Sorcerer's Stone does a great job of getting the sense of magic and fun that's in the book.
It establishes that world so well.
Yes.
Like, it immediately, you are in Harry Potter. Like,
Yes.
I don't think anybody was disappointed by that first movie.
No,
because it
how
just
could
so
you be?
perfectly captured the tone of the books. That, to me, my only discrepancy with the adaptation is I would have liked, like, a little more wit. Because that first book is really funny. And especially, like, the first chapter with the Dursleys, I would have loved that, the movie.
That would have been
Because
great in the
It is
movie.
such a funny, kind of witty thing, where it's just, like,
Yes.
they're perfectly normal, thank you very much. Like, they're just so, like, people exactly like that. And,
Yeah.
So that's really the only thing I've got. Like,
Another thing that I would have, one thing that I just wish they would have added into the movie is the potions logic puzzle at the end.
Hermione's puzzle, yeah.
Yeah, I love
They just
that
kinda
puzzle.
scooted
It's
Hermione's
so great.
Mm.
And they just completely don't have it in the movie, and that makes me sad.
Which is weird for Steve Kloves, because Steve Kloves is usually taking other people's lines and giving them to Hermione. Like,
Yeah.
he's so hard, Team Hermione, which, I mean, I am too. I love Hermione, but, like, it's just funny that for some reason he would leave out her challenge. When
And it's
he's
like
so faithful to that character.
so good. It's one of my favorite parts of all of the books.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
I like logic puzzles. I think they're fun.
You're also a Princess Bride fan. That might be part of it.
That's true. That's true. But it's such a fun little moment, and I wish that it was in the movies. But
Mhm.
that's basically, I mean, like, the CG doesn't...
What's another couple minutes?
Yeah.
We're already there.
The CG doesn't hold up great, but that's totally fine. I
What are you
don't
gonna do?
care.
I think they didn't know if this was going to be a huge hit or not, so it didn't quite have the budget of the other movies.
Yeah,
I feel
and you
like.
know what? It did what it needed to do to get the other movies gigantic budgets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this one had a huge budget
I mean,
as well.
if-
It's clearly
if this
those
movie
sets
was-
are incredible. I mean, yeah,
If this movie was terrible, we would have none of the other movies.
yeah. Isn't that weird to think? It all was writing on this movie.
So, I mean, it gave us the rest of the movies too, so how could it not be my favorite?
Aww. I'll say the other thing that I really love about that movie is that it's willing to kind of let you take a moment to breathe things in, which the other movies, because like I said, like the other movies, it's like there's so much plot jammed in there that you're just like overstimulated, whereas this one, like there's a moment where Harry he's like in his dorm for the first time and he's just looking out the window and he just like can't believe where he is, and there's that sweet like John Williams score going under it. Like it's like you get little moments like that to just like take it in, just like like I'm a wizard now, like and you get to have those moments.
And bless John Williams for that amazing score.
Oh man, oh yeah. If we haven't mentioned that already, that score is perfect.
To make up for how few times we've mentioned it up to this point, thank you so much for the amazing John Williams score.
Oh man, to me, like the reason that there couldn't be another set of Harry Potter movies is that there's two reasons. It's the cast and the score.
Yeah,
you can't replace those things. They're too perfect.
They are.
I mean, the sets you can reuse them and no one will get upset.
Yeah,
like you can't have Daniel Radcliffe play 11-year-old Harry again, as much as we all want to see that.
Yeah,
but
because Daniel Radcliffe grew up into a hilarious man.
They're all really funny. like Emma Watson was This Is the End, and Rupert Grint is an ice cream man, which is awesome. And
unlicensed ice cream man, so he gives out ice cream for free.
He's the coolest guy. He's the coolest dude in the world. But yeah, I would love if like Funny or Die or somebody like did that where they just had those actors come in and like recreate a couple scenes from the first movie. Oh, I would love that.
That would be amazing.
I would watch that forever. That would be the greatest thing. Anyway, yeah.
This is probably going to be our longest entry of the month.
We got a lot to talk about. This is a big day. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much, and we will see you
tomorrow.
Bye.